a state of emergency on drought effective from the 22nd of May 2024 to respond promptly and to ensure that the vulnerable communities are not affected freely by the drought situation. We have 35,002 households receiving drought relief in the region, with the following allocated to our region: maize meal bags, 137,562, cooking oil, 112,068, tinned fish, 149,424, soya mince, 149,424. Development. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, in line with our national development agenda, development brings improved living standards, infrastructure, education, and healthcare, and economic opportunities, enhancing overall well-being and prosperity. For the development to be sustainable and adhere to the needs of the populace, it should be sustainable, resilient, and inclusive. It should benefit all segments of society, including the marginalized communities, by ensuring equal access to essential services. Infrastructure contributes to economic inclusion. Infrastructure development. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, public infrastructure development is a key component in stimulating prosperity and promoting economic inclusion. When well-designed infrastructure is in place, it becomes an essential driver of growth and expansion. Infrastructure projects create jobs, both directly through construction and maintenance and indirectly by supporting economic activities. These jobs contribute to overall prosperity by improving employment opportunities for citizens. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, local development, local authorities play a crucial role in local service delivery by providing essential services to residents within their jurisdiction. They are responsible for ensuring these services meet the needs of the community and contribute to the overall quality of life through effective planning, resource allocation, and coordination. Local authorities play a vital role in enhancing the well-being of these constituents. The following projects were executed by local authorities during the period under review. Kamanyap. The construction of bulk sewage reticulation in Extension 2 at a cost of 1,915,175.69, employing 16 people, and the project is 90% complete. The construction of bulk water storage phase 2 is 75% complete and currently employing 12 people at a cost of 4,472,624.58. The construction of bulk water storage phase 1 at a cost of 3,973,391.72, which is 80% complete and currently employing 2 people. Siding of 8 boreholes in Kamanyap at a cost of 760,426. The project is complete. Drilling of 8 boreholes costing 1,444,767.50. Project is complete. The bulk electricity reticulation at Extension 2 Rotsvetter at 2,790,921.94, employing 20 people at 80% completion. The status: bulk sewer reticulation, New Land, informal settlement, Extension 4 and 5 at a cost of 8,172,422.45, with 30% completion currently, and it's employing 6 people. Bulk sewer reticulation in ORAP informal settlement is halfway complete, employing 15 people at a cost of 3 million. Bulk electricity reticulation in ORAP informal settlement is at 35% complete and at a cost of 6,563,848.70, employing 10 people. Construction of sewer pump station and upgrade of oxidation pond phase 1 is a new project and is costing 5,096,984.62, employing 12 people. Construction of 25 built-together houses at a cost of 1 million, of which 15 houses are complete. 422 residential erven to be allocated officially in October 2024, as well as issuing of title deeds through the flexible land tenure in the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, formalization and proclamation of new land informal settlement to extension 4 and 5 with 361 plots, and the layout has been approved. Korigas Town Council, construction of water reticulation in Ada Ngangu informal settlement and Shark Dwellers Federation settlement in Korigas phase 2 created jobs for 13 locals. The contract value is 4,242,071.61. The expenditure thus far is 1,706,057 Namibian dollars and 1 cent. The project is an ongoing project with 46% completed. The supply and delivery, installation, testing and commissioning of medium and low voltage reticulation and street lighting for Korigas Extension 7 Phase 1 created jobs for 8 locals at a contract value of 2,639,203.60. 80% complete, and it's an ongoing project. Roads maintenance works in Korigas through RFA funding created jobs for 12 locals, costing 1,075,858.52. Project is complete, and upgrading of the Korigas Nates Registrating Authority Office and the Korigas Council reception at a cost of 680,000. Creating jobs for 13 locals, the project is complete. Formalization and upgrading of the new Korigas informal settlement consisting of the layout plans for extension 2 expansions, surveying of 228 erven and 689 erven allocated to beneficiaries as per the Kunene region institutionalized concept for informal settlement development strategies at the cost of 492,903.23 cents. The project is ongoing. Ocho Municipality. Maintenance work in Ocho through RFA funding at the cost of 1,420,960, employing 5 locals. The project is completed. Continuation of the construction of the infrastructure services in Ocho informal settlement at the cost of 4,756,006.84, 26% complete. Project is ongoing and employs 15 locals. Upgrading of water infrastructure in Ocho. This project created jobs for 3 locals and contractors at the cost of 1.6 million, with 89% completed. Construction of water and sewage infrastructure in the Samstan location created jobs for 7 locals. The project costed 400,000 and is 45% complete currently. Opuo Town Council. The construction of the sports stadium. Currently, what has been spent is 300,000 and the project is ongoing. Opuo Go Green Town Beautification Project at the cost of 120,000. The project is ongoing. Zero Waste Project at a value of 750,000. 200,000 has thus far been spent on clearing the dam site, and the project is ongoing. Construction of water canal, stormwater, at a cost of 43,200. The project is complete. Construction of a slaughterhouse at a cost of 300,000. The project is ongoing. Construction of Opuo welcome sign at a cost of 200,000. The project is ongoing. Formalization of Oruchanja at a cost of 300,000. The project is ongoing. Oka Tutura open market. Project was completed at the cost of 670,423. Build Together program. Construction of 19 houses was constructed in phase 1 and 11 houses currently are ongoing in phase 2. The project expenditure is 1,850,722.92. Construction of municipal services in Opuo at a value of 4 million. The project is ongoing. A 30 Erven project consisting of 486 Erven with 149 registered clients at the cost of 13 million. The project is ongoing. Prepaid water meters with 1,000 meters installed and working with an allocated amount of 5 million Namibian dollars, of which 1 million was already spent. The project is ongoing. Additional abolition blocks for Opuo open market completed at a cost of 132,759.20 cents. And the 11th edition of the Opuo annual trade fair was hosted at a cost of 2 million Namibian dollars. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, education. Education is crucial in shaping individuals and society. It empowers people with knowledge and skills, essential for personal growth and societal progress. Education promotes equality, reduces poverty, fosters innovation, and builds a strong foundation for a sustainable future. Investing in education is investing in a brighter tomorrow. The Directorate of Education, Arts and Culture, during the period under review, undertook the following activities. Classrooms. Construction of a Model 2 classroom with storeroom and repairing of classroom block roof at Okongo Primary School in Epupa at a cost of 321,880.16 cents. The construction of the block of classroom is complete, while the repairing of the roof is ongoing. Construction of 9 classrooms as follows. Etosha Port Junior Secondary School 4, Ocho Primary School 3, Velvicha Primary School 2. The project was headed by head office and was successfully completed. Construction of classrooms and abolition facilities. Classrooms, construction of 1 abolition block with showers at Derit Education Center in Korigas constituency at a cost of 802,178.76 cents. The project was successfully completed. Construction and electrification of 1 abolition block at Okangwati Primary Section at the Okangwati Combined School in Epupa constituency at the cost of 267,970.49 cents. The project is successfully completed. renovation of abolition facilities. Renovation of one abolition block at Kameru Primary School in Opuo, Urban, at a cost of 200,000. The project is complete. Renovation of Boys Hostel block at Jacob Basson Combined School in Korihas at a cost of 427,503.57 cents. The project was successfully completed. Renovation of a hostel block at Kamanyap Combined School in Kamanyap is at 70% and it is progressing well. Renovation of the hostel block at Etibo Primary School in Korihas at a cost of 1,080,000 is at 70% and is progressing well. Water drilling of borehole at Ocherunda Combined School in the Opuo Rural. The project was done by the Office of the Prime Minister and is complete. Installation of new water pump at Ombuhonga Combined School in Epupa at a cost of 268,000. The project is complete. However, frequent power outage might cause the burning of the pump again. Project implementation. Honorable Chairperson of the current financial year. Electrical renovation at Orumana Combined School in Opuo Rural at a cost of 212,193.71 cents. The project is complete. Electrical renovation at THF Kaib Primary School in Korihas. Contractor is on site. Construction of the classrooms and construction of 20 classrooms are being executed in the current financial year, and they are as follows. Ocherunda Combined School, 2 classrooms. Kaoko Otavi Combined School, 2 classrooms. Etoto West Primary School, 2 classrooms. Musaso Combined School, 4 classrooms. Elias Amhab Combined School, 4 classrooms. Ombombo Combined School, 2 classrooms. And Aucho Project School, 4 classrooms. Aucho Project School is a new school in Aucho. All these projects in total cost 8,739,240. The projects are headed by head office and some are currently at 90% complete. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, donations for education provide equal opportunities for all learners to access quality and inclusive education. Funding aids in developing infrastructure, providing necessary resources like books and technology, and supporting teacher training programs, enable schools to offer holistic learning experience, empowering individuals to reach their full potential and contribute positively to society. The region received the following donations during the 2023-2024 financial year. 1. Okapunja Primary School received 3 classrooms, 2 hostel rooms, and 1 teacher's accommodation. 1 block of abolition facilities with a water tank from Kaoko Land project. 2. Elias Amhab Combined School received 2 classrooms from Shipwreck Company. The school also received 150 mattresses, 100 beds, 100 chairs, 100 tables from Aus Motors. 3. Alpha Combined School, Ocherunda Combined School, and Ehomba Combined School received a donation of school fence from Nampower to the tune of 3,495,485. Number 4, Verda Primary School and Ochokonda Virongo Primary School received a donation of solar panels from GIZ through the Ministry of Mines and Energy. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, technical and vocational education and training, TVET. Vocational training centers bridge skill gaps, equip individuals with particular knowledge, and enhance employability, opening doors to diverse career opportunities and economic empowerment. The Korihas Vocational Training Center has finally been inaugurated. The center was officially inaugurated by His Excellency, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, on Wednesday, 7th August 2024 in Korigas. The inaugural courses on offer currently are air conditioning and refrigeration, bricklaying and plastering, joinery and carpentry making, plumbing and pipe fitting. A registration drive was undertaken in all 7 constituencies in Kunene region. The aim was to enroll 100 trainees in the first intake of the center, which we have achieved with 93 trainees being selected from the Kunene region, with classes earmarked to commence on the 1st of September 2024. The center currently has 7 staff employed, with more positions going through the recruitment process. Interviews for 5 positions took place during the 15th to the 19th July 2024. The following positions were advertised, and advertisements closed on the 10th of July 2024. 4 TVET trainers, 1 liaison officer, 1 loan officer, 1 registration clerk. The Korigas VTC hostel is a priority for the Namibia Training Authority, given the anticipated influx of trainees from the different constituencies of Kunene region and beyond. The groundbreaking ceremony for the hostel facility was done concurrently with the inauguration of the Korigas VTC facility on the 7th of August 2024. The master plan outlines the construction of additional workshop and sports facilities during the second phase. These new workshops will accommodate the expansion of trade offerings at the center, with a particular focus on trades relevant to the specific needs and conditions of the Kunene region. Health. Building a robust health infrastructure is vital for providing quality healthcare services to all. It ensures accessibility, efficiency, and sustainability in healthcare and delivery systems. To this end, the Kunene Regional Directorate of Health and Social Service undertook the following projects during the period under review: construction and upgrading of primary health care clinics at a value of 9,694,505.83. A Pupa clinic staff accommodation, which is currently 95% complete. Work is in progress. Construction of Orutumba Health Post, which at a cost of 628,813.31. The project is complete and was inaugurated yesterday. Service and repair of autoclave machines for Opuo Hospital at the cost of 89,895.20. Project is complete. Service and repair of autoclave machines for Korigas Hospital at the cost of 79,609.61. Project is complete. Various renovation and minor work have been done across the health facilities in the region to a total sum of 4,227,866.13. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, agriculture. Agriculture is the backbone of society, providing food, employment, and economic stability. It sustains livelihoods, fosters local rural development, and ensures food security, and plays a key role in environmental conservation and sustainability. Let us start with water infrastructure that we have done a lot of work over the past 7 years. And I'm proud to report the following: the construction of about an 8-kilometer, 160-millimeter PVC water pipeline, chainage of 6.52 kilometers of the Ohamaremba to Okangwati water reticulation project phase 3 is in progress. The project is expected to see the completion of water supply to Okangwati settlement and has been allocated a budget of 24,747,272.06, anticipated to be completed by 30 September 2024. Development of water points in communal areas. We drilled a total of 21 boreholes, whereby 10 have been successful, while 3 were dry. The boreholes are drilled as follows. 1 borehole drilled in Opuo Urban. 4 boreholes drilled in Epupa constituency. 7 boreholes drilled in Opuo rural constituency. 2 boreholes drilled in Korigas constituency. 8 boreholes drilled in Sesfontein constituency. A total of 11 boreholes have been installed, and this improved access to potable water to communities and installation of drill boreholes continue in the current financial year. The completed installation is as follows. 2 boreholes have been installed currently in Opuo Urban. 2 boreholes have been installed in Korigas constituency. 1 borehole have been installed in Sesfontein constituency. 3 boreholes have been installed in Epupa constituency. 3 boreholes have been installed in Opuo rural constituency. And 3 hand dug wells were modernized with solar infrastructure in Opuo rural at Ochitoko and Epupa constituencies at Orue and Omuhoro. We have cleaned a total of 12 boreholes in Kamanyap constituency, Korigas constituency, and Sesfontein constituency, Opuo rural constituency, and Opuo urban constituency. Omakange rehabilitation of boreholes in Epupa and Opuo rural and Sesfontein constituencies continue in the current financial year. 2 mini desalination plants were constructed. 1 in Sesfontein constituency at Condor Homestead, and another at Korigas constituency at Pietres Fontaine Homestead to improve the water quality of the 2 villages. The 2 communities are now having improved water supply. We rehabilitated a total of 13 water points in Opuo rural, in Sesfontein, in Opuo urban 3, and Epupa 1, Korigas 3. I extend gratitude to the hard-working team of the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, especially the Rural Water Supply Division, the Environmental Investment Fund, the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, the Project on Human Wildlife Conflict funded by GIZ for supporting the development of water infrastructure, Community Conservation Fund of Namibia, and Kunene Conservancies. During these 7 years, we have done a wonderful job. The government will pursue to support the development of water supply infrastructures in the region going forward, as there is still a lot to be done. Each village, each settlement, commercial and resettlement farm must and will have a functional water point for consumption and production purposes. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, to assist farmers and promote food security, DCPP subsidized regional farmers in the following manner. 825 hectares was plowed, farmers benefiting 300 231 were male farmers, and 490 were female farmers. 2. 18 hectares planted and farmers benefiting. 6 male farmers, 7 female farmers. 3. 358 male farmers and 390 female farmers benefited from 2.8 tons of maize seed subsidy. 75 male farmers and 93 female farmers benefited from 1 ton of pearl melt seed subsidy. 40 male and 48 female farmers benefited from half a ton cowpeas seed subsidy. 1 male farmer benefited from fertilizer subsidy. Total number of farmers who benefited from the following project are 839, of which 350 are male and 489 are female farmers. Total quantity of pearl melt seeds available or availed is 1 ton. Total quantity of maize availed 2.8 ton. And total quantity of cowpea seeds availed is half a ton. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, horticulture subsidy at a cost of 597,870.32 cents. We have supported 39 farmers, of which 26 were male and 13 female. Horticulture farmers, this is a continuous project of poultry subsidy at a cost of 370,000. The project supported 28 farmers, of which 14 are male and 14 are female farmers. This is a continuous project. The SSDDCA, a continuous project benefiting 30 farmers, of which 20 are male and 10 are female. And then, Honorable Chairperson, the NAMSIP project, which has provided 17 tractors to the region and currently are at the constituency offices. Implants consisting of 25 walking tractors, 20 diesel-powered hammer mills, and we have trained 30 officials to operate this particular machinery. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, land reform. Land reform is crucial for equitable distribution of land, addressing holistical injustice and promoting sustainable agriculture and rural development. During the period under review, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform acquired 1 farm, the remaining portion of farm Valwater number 283, with a total size of 2,948 hectares. 13 farms were offered to the state for assessment and demarcation purposes. 2 beneficiaries, males from Kunene, were resettled at farm Babelsberg number 637 and remaining portion of the farm Valwater number 283. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, on communal areas, 256 customary land rights and 12 leasehold land rights and 4 occupational land rights were ratified and approved by the Kunene Communal Land Board. During the period under review, 3 staff members were recruited with the responsibility for communal land registration, while 6 under the National Youth Service were recruited for undertaking services and guarding of acquired resettlement farms. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform received 30 million through the Namibia-German cooperation and the European Union to implement the land reform program focusing on communal areas. The ministry and the Desert Research Foundation of Namibia as a consultant developed the local level participatory plan for the agriculture commercialization and in areas to be designated for agriculture purposes in communal areas of Kunene region. 2 community consultative meetings for LLPP and PCLD project were conducted within 5 selected focal areas, mapping, assessing, and existing infrastructures and land rights were conducted. List of beneficiaries were submitted and finalized. Local level participatory planning and community consultative meeting for PCLD project was conducted within Okongo focal and included Ochihungu, Ovivero, Ichiara, Okavare villages that were omitted in the previous consultation meetings. The ministry collected 160,840 Namibian dollars and 60 cents from resettlement lease rentals and 97,827 Namibian dollars and 71 cents for communal lease rentals during the period under review. Road infrastructure. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members. Road infrastructure promotes economic growth by connecting people and goods efficiently. Strategic development improves safety and reduces traffic congestion and boosts accessibility and benefiting communities and fostering sustainable progress. The following projects were executed and are currently being executed during the period under review. Status report on the upgrade to bitumen standard of DR 3700 Opuo via Okangwati to Oma Serundu, phase 1, section A. Opuo to Ochivede, 75-kilometer road. The project has been advertised for construction works. Procurement number WONB RA 07-2024. The advert is closing on the 5th of September 2024. Construction work is expected to start in November 2024. Road 2. Status report on Swakopmund, Hendis Bay, Kamanya road project, single lane construction. The project is divided into 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. And again, each phase is divided into 2 sections, section A and section B. Phase 2, 220 kilometers. Section A, Kamanyap, Korihas, 105 kilometers. Section B, Korihas, Uis, 115 kilometers. Progress to date. Phase 1, section B, between 20 kilometers, the road has passed 20 kilometers outside Hendis Bay on its way to Uis. And 96 kilometers still need to be completed. The project commenced in July 2021. The overall progress is standing at 49% complete. The project was scheduled for completion in January 2024. However, this date will be revised to January 2026 as a result of slow progress due to budgetary constraints. The contractors are roads contractor company RCC in joint venture with Zongmi Engineering Group. The consultant is Zutari and Beacon joint venture. The contract amount is 1 billion Namibian dollars. We have requested the Roads Authority through the Ministry of Works and Transport to start the road construction from Kamanyap to Korigas for economic and social empowerment of our communities. The third road, access road to Otwani Clinic, Opuo Rural Constituency, a 7-kilometer road. The access road will be upgraded to gravel standard by the next financial year. In the progress to date, the route determination and public consultation were concluded in June 2024. The construction works is expected in the next financial year. And currently, we are busy with design works. Road number 4, upgrade to gravel road standard, Okauko Tavi to Orupembe. Progress to date, the route determination and the public consultation was concluded in June 2024. Construction works for the first 10 kilometers from Kauko Tavi is expected to commence during the next financial year. Project number 5, Opuo Aerodrome. The construction of the Opuo Aerodrome is underway. The demining process and the site preparations are completed. The budget for the current financial year is 78 million Namibian dollars, and it is due for completion in the next financial year. Energy, Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, electricity plays a pivotal role in driving the economic growth and development across various sectors. It provides industries and enables communication, technology, it advances technology and facilitates transportation and enhance quality of life. Access to reliable and affordable electricity is crucial for productivity and innovation and overall economic sustainability in today's interconnected world. Rural electrification, NORAD areas of operation. During the period under review, the Ministry of Mines and Energy and Nampower executed the following projects. In Etanga, the construction of a 33 kV medium voltage line for 10 kilometers, including a recloser and an LV reticulation. Electrification of Regional Council Office, Conservancy Office, and clinic and school and church. The project is energized and completed. However, installation of the recloser is outstanding. In Ochitoko, the construction of a 33 kV medium voltage line for a 40 kilometer. Installation of a transformer, recloser, the school has been electrified, and the borehole. The project is energized and complete. However, installation of the recloser is outstanding. Both projects cost 8,325,904.72. The electrification of Ochondeka by the Ministry of Mines and Energy is 75% complete. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, NORAD undertook the following operation and capital projects in Kunene region during the period under review. A total of 360,000 for debushing work in Opuo. A total of 300,000 for fencing of mini substations. And a total of 60,000 the TID rollover project with 4,640 meters rolled over with 81% complete, and it costed 186,319.15 cents. Was spent on the street light consumption and was funded by NORAD. The ongoing electrification project by KfW between German government and Namibian government, and the off-grid electrification of 550 households in Epupa. The bid advertisement was closed on the 3rd of June 2024. Senoret area. Senoret in the Korigas town. Electrification of Adangangu Phase 2 at a cost of 340,903.84 cents. The expansion of low voltage network and the electrification of 15 houses. The project employed 9 locals and is complete. Electrification at Adangangu Phase 3 in Korigas at the cost of 328,000. The expansion of low voltage network and the electrification of 15 houses. The project is ongoing and the network upgrades in Korigas valued at 1,534,888.57 cents, converting overhead network to underground. The project is completed in Kamanyap Village Council. The electrification of New Land Phase 1 and Phase 2 at a cost of 520,000. The expansion of low voltage network with 38 houses connected and creating employment for 23 workers. Network upgrade at the cost of 386,638. Upgrade on the old networks, employing 2 locals. The project is completed. Ocho area. Ocho Samstan electrification, Phase 1 and Phase 2 at a cost of 1.3 million. The medium voltage and low voltage network was installed and 50 houses were connected. And it created 8 local jobs, and the project is complete. The network upgraded with transformers and cables to the cost of 520,000. Electrification of Ocho Sieve de Land and Phase 2, electrification of 41 houses at the tune of 626,438.91 cents, creating 6 jobs, and the project is complete. Kunene Regional Council area, France Fontaine built together Phase 1, Phase 2, installation of a transformer and electrification of 41 houses at a cost of 486,625 Namibian dollars. The project is complete. Rural development, Honorable Chairperson, honorable members. Rural development is crucial for both the well-being of the people in rural areas and a nation's overall prosperity. It empowers residents and creates a more balanced and a more balanced economy. This not only reduces poverty and improves the quality of life, but also strengthens food security and environmental sustainability for all. Urban land and housing delivery. The following were made in the field of urban land and housing delivery. In the settlement areas of Kunene region, construction of 74 toilets, sewage service connection, gravity sewage networks, and the rehabilitation of sewage pump station at Fransfontein to the value of 4.1 million. For Phase 2B, works are currently at 80% complete and due for handover in August 2024. The installation of the booster pump and construction of a water pipeline in Sesfontein is in progress. For the year under review, an amount of 2.8 million has been set aside for the project, and it's due for completion on the 31st of August 2024. The construction of 39 low-cost houses under the Build Together project are underway within the Sesfontein settlement area and due for completion in March 2025. Social economic development in rural development. The Kunene Regional Council, during the period under review, supported the implementation of 3 self-help projects in Kamanyap, a community clinic, Okonjombo, a community clinic, and a Tanga learner sleeping block, funded under the Food and Cash for Work program at a tune of 403,856.15 cents. The project implementation saw the creation of about 94 temporary jobs for local community members. All projects are currently between 85% to 90% complete. Promotion of sanitation and hygiene at a total of 75 ventilated, improved pit latrines were constructed in the region. The project is part of government's effort to improve access to sanitation and hygiene, which is funded on an annual basis. The construction of pit latrines created a temporary employment to a total of 67 rural unemployed youth who assisted with the construction process. Sports and youth development. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members. Investing in young people fosters a strong economic future. Educated and skilled youth enter the workforce with the ability to innovate and fill critical roles. This boosts productivity and economic output. Furthermore, empowered youth are more likely to become entrepreneurs, creating new businesses, driving economic growth by supporting their health, education, and skill development. We cultivate a generation ready to contribute and lead a thriving economy. We introduced the Governor's Cup, which has been successfully hosted for 3 years consecutively, and our final one for this year will be hosted in Opuo. We are equally bidding to host the Namibian Newspaper Cup for 2025 in Ocho, and we have seen the successful hosting of the second Opuo Mayoral Cup, with Korijas and Ocho to follow as they have planned for this year. We thus call upon local authorities to host and to bid to host national sport games, as it not only boosts the local economy but also creates platforms for development and network for the people of these local areas. Sports tourism is a vital area we need to explore and tap in for development of our region and job creation. Hence, our dream of turning Tora Bay into a modern sports and recreational coastal town of Namibia. Safety and security. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members. Law enforcement plays a vital role in our society to maintain law and order, protect lives, property, prevent crime, reduce fear associated with crime, and improve quality of life. During the period under review, we have seen an increase in crime, especially in the following areas. Rape cases increased by 32, from 9 cases in the previous financial year to 41 cases during the period under review. Stock theft have increased by 20, from 153 cases during the previous financial year to 173 cases during the period under review. And lastly, domestic violence cases increased by 26, from 42 in the previous financial year to 58 cases during the current period under review. We further applaud government for the Omakange police station, which was completed and inaugurated on the 13th of March 2024. The project value was 8,938,983.42. The Palamvach police station was completed and inaugurated to the value of 7,140,564.58. Drilling of boreholes and supplying of water at Ehomba police station was completed. The construction of the final phase of the police regional headquarters has commenced on the 2nd of August 2024, and it is to be completed by November 2024. The project value is 65,438,453.80. We have also commissioned, we had 43 commissioned officers and 195 non-commissioned officers promoted during the period under review in Kunene region. We applaud all men and women in uniform for being patriotic to the Namibian nation. Social welfare programs. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, gender-based violence has profound impacts, including physical injuries, mental health issues, and it disrupts livelihoods and perpetuates gender inequality and causes long-term emotional trauma. Addressing JBV is crucial for promoting safety, health, and equality in communities. Violence against children and gender-based violence, 132 survivors of gender-based violence were reached. This includes children who were physically, emotionally, and sexually abused, as well as neglected. 1,115 community members were reached during school talks and community meetings. They were educated on prevention response on gender-based violence and other laws relating to children. National and International Day celebration and commemoration. African Child Day was commemorated at Hungwa Combined School, and 450 children were reached. Namibian Child Day was celebrated in Ocho constituency, and 1,200 children were reached. Child justice were reached, which child justice of 132 children came into conflict with law, and they were screened. 95% of the children who were screened diverted from normal court proceedings, and 20 cell visits were conducted in the whole region. Alternative care, 24 children were placed into alternative care. Physiosocial support, 287 children were provided with physiosocial support. Children living and walking on the streets were integrated back into families and schools, and 13 of those children were integrated back into their families and schools. School coordination forum meetings were conducted in all 7 constituencies. Constituency Gender Permanent Task Force, 19 members refresher trainings and meetings were conducted in Ocho, Korigas, Kamanyab, and Epupa in May 2024. Legal engagement to traditional leaders. 154 traditional leaders engaged on legal literacy in relation to harmful cultural practices in Opuo Rural, Epupa, and Opuo Urban in May 2024. During the period under review, 84 educators are on government subsidy, and 163 ECDs are provided with technical support. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, social security nets protect elders and vulnerable people against the pressures of poverty and hunger. This social support system gives poor households income security, reduces inequalities, and ensure that the growth is shared. A total of 6,876,250 is spent per month to administer government maintenance grants to 27,505 beneficiaries. A total of 11,096,800 is spent monthly on old age grants to 8,536 beneficiaries in Kunene region. A total of 4,536,000 is spent monthly on disability grants to 3,200 140 beneficiaries in Kunene region. Progression. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members. Let me assure you, the room called Kunene region in the Namibian House is in good state and intact. The Kunene region is in a unique position that accords it unique development advantages in both the blue and the green economies, mining, agriculture, and tourism, while we are introducing new projects like ERIMA project, NAMSIP, green hydrogen, new lodges and accommodation facilities, the roads, and the Baines hydro power plant to drive growth in the region. We are giving audience to investors, both locally and foreign, who wish to develop economic initiatives. We are equally adamant that our coastal line and marine resources are of great economic value. Therefore, the development of Angra Freya Harbour and a coastal town is of utmost importance. Locally, we have developed the Kunene Region Youth Development Strategy and the Kunene Region Informal Settlement Upgrade Initiative that have the potential to change the social development of this region. To the people of Kunene region, we live in exciting times. We had pledged to work collectively with you. At this moment, which will define a generation fighting for prosperity, it is a spirit of collectiveness which should embody us all. For as much as government can do, it is ultimately the faith and the determination of the people upon which this region relies will finally see us attain prosperity. Our challenges may be new. The instruments which we meet them with may be new, but those values upon which our success depends are honesty, hard work, courage, fair play, tolerance, curiosity, loyalty, and patriotism. These things are old. These things are true. They have been our instruments to success in the past. What is demanded then is to return to these values. What is required from us in the new era of responsibility is recognition on the part of all of us that we have duties to ourselves, our region, our country. Duties that we accept are going to be difficult before us as united people of Kunene region in these exciting times. Let's brave the difficulties and endure whatever storms may come. It is said by the generations after us that when we were tested, we refused to let this journey end, and that we did not turn our back, and that we did not fall back, that with eyes fixed on the purpose and faith upon God, we have delivered prosperity to our region. Political, community, religious, traditional leaders, and government officials play a crucial role in the social and economic development of the region. They serve as mobilizing spirits that are promoters of peace and stability. It remains an advantage to have these entities as partners in the creation and the promotion of social cohesion that is aimed at the production of national identity and patriotism. Hence, let us remain united to attain and to achieve development for Kunene region and her people. Politics has been about ideas and finding best solutions towards the greater good of society. I single out this pillar as it is the year of elections. I call on all Namibians above the age of 18 in the Kunene region that are registered to go and vote in November, as we shall, for the first time, have a female president of the Republic come March 2025. Your vote counts. It is your vote. It is your right to vote. Honorable Chairperson, honorable members, in conclusion, I say this as my final words. Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Hage Gottfried Kengo, for having entrusted a 28-year-old boy with a responsibility of governing the most difficult but unique region in Namibia. Thank you, Your Excellency, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, for having entrusted me to finish this term with you, our leader and president. Thank you to the staff, volunteers, youth interns from my office, and volunteers from the communities that have played a pivotal role behind the scenes during these 7 years. Thank you, Honorable Hendrik Gaubaib, and all regional and local authority councillors for the trust, cooperation, and working together for the sake of our region and the people. We have done a good job. Thank you to all officials in government in the region and nationally, from cleaners to directors, the private sector, development partners, youth forums, for the work we have done together. You have been amazing to work with. Thank you to NBC, MICT, the various media houses for having been with us and working with us to develop the Kunene region. To the people of Kunene region, thank you for the trust, the prayers, the cooperation during this year. Yes, our next chapter calls for genuine cooperative ties to be forged, nurtured, and maintained, each bringing their best talents and abilities to the development of Kunene region. Therefore, let us walk this development journey together as people united shoulder by shoulder, step by step, collectively, we move Kunene region. Long live the people of Kunene region. Long live the people of Namibia. God bless Kunene region. God bless Namibia, and I thank you.
And there you have it. That was the State of the Region address that was given by the governor of the Kunene region, Marius Sheya, at just 28 years old, as he mentioned there. That's when the late President, Dr. Hage Godfrey Geingob, appointed him as the governor of the Kunene region. And now, 7 years later, here we are giving his final State of the Region address. Quite a lot has been mentioned, of course, from the progression of the Kunene region, of course, as well as the challenges, and of course some of the projects as well that were outlined, of course, having mentioned some figures of what the cost were of those things that were, of course, initiated here in the Kunene region, not only by the government, but of course through other donation projects, and of course also assistance from external stakeholders, being some of them being the German government through the Ministry of Mines and Energy, through some of the electrification projects that also were mentioned there. Now, we are still here, of course, to give the post-analysis of what has been mentioned, perhaps in terms of the key highlights, the outcomes of what has been mentioned, or perhaps even some of the things that have actually been missed out in this State of the Region address. We are still joined by Sarafina, of course, to talk to us about this, and of course also Mr. Kwatiri Kanjitorere. Apologies for that on that mistake. But let's just give us your key points of what he just addressed in the State of the Region address that we just listened to. What stood out for you out of that State of the Region address that we just heard?
Thank you very much for the question. It was really a great. You would say it is. There is progress within the regional social-economic development. With an overall take-home, I would say, starting with the education sector, obviously, he addressed or he spoke more on the construction of additional classrooms in various schools. The region in past years, the region has been facing the overcrowdedness of the classroom. So construction of the classroom becomes a significant fact that has indeed to be done within the region. But I think also, in addition to the construction of classrooms, we again need also additional schools also within the region by looking at the demand of the high overcrowdedness of the classrooms. Again, in terms of education, as we talk about, he also addressed the vocational training within the region, where he spoke about the inauguration of the Korea's VTC. But as a student leader, I also recognize the effort done by the ministry, but however also outlining the fact that the construction of the Korea's VTC still serves as a significant challenge as we talk about the vastness of the region. When we talk about the vastness of the region, trainees has to come from as far as a poor constituency going to Koreas for the vocational trainings. But we really acknowledge the effort. However, it also serves as a significant challenge. Moving on also to health sectors, he also spoke about the constructions of clinics and all this, but we also expected him also to enlighten the region on how what is the progress of improvement in terms of the regional state hospitals. How are they going to, what are the plans put in place in order to ensure that these regional state hospitals are being improved? We are talking about taking of patients to other regions for health cares. What are we going to do to improve what we have? And also, I also expected the region also to touch, the regional address to be also touching on the tourism industry, because it also serves as a significant factor in improving.
Absolutely. And just on that same point, I mean, once you literally get into a poor, within a minute of seconds, you will definitely see a tourist on the road as well.
Mm-hmm. I also expected more on that to see how are they planning to improve the tourism industry, and what are the possible challenges that is facing the tourism industry. And also on agriculture, I also expected the governor also to address the region on what are the precautions measures put in place to address the animals diseases that has been outbreak. We are talking about wildlife trafficking. Although we recognize the government for adding value to the beneficiaries of those attacked by wildlife, but what is the region at the level doing on that also? In terms of SME, or value additions, businesses within the region. What is the region also putting in place, or how are they improving?
Well, we heard of an open market that is set to be opened in Okatutura. Is that enough, or perhaps we need more in terms of not only a platform, but rather also funds that come with it for local small, medium enterprises to be also assisted for them to start up their businesses. What do you say on that?
Most definitely, the open market will serve as a significant fact, or rather will get as a chance or an opportunity for local business to also participate in the selling and or entrepreneurship process.
Yeah.
But however, I believe looking at the population of the town itself, it also not sufficient. So we are also looking into it, or a development in that also as well, and also improving in terms of entrepreneurship events that boost the business. Talking about exports, talking about events that can ensure that these SMEs are really being improved in terms of attracting customers and things.
Absolutely. Sarafina, what was your key takeaways or your key important issues that the governor mentioned that stood out for you during the State of the Region address?
Yes, I believe that my colleague almost actually touched everything, but I'm just going to add on what he said, especially for the primary healthcare facilities that are constructed all around Kunene region. I would just like to say, I think it would also be best maybe for the regional leaders to allocate doctors to clinics in constituencies so that it can reduce the backlog of people that come to town for treatment when they can just get the services where closer to them.
That's right.
The second one is to appreciate the efforts that our leaders have put in getting the Korihas Vocational Center.
That's right.
I think that was a great job. And also, I would like to appreciate the governor's office for connecting the region to the rest of the nation, especially putting together the local authorities, the traditional authorities, and the regional leaderships, taking them to places where they can learn new skills that can improve their regions.
Yeah, absolutely. Some other things, especially, and I want to touch on education, especially. And I think I want to divert this question to you rather, because we did hear of the large amount of funds that were, of course, spent on the schools renovations, on all the schools, and the new classrooms because of the shortage of the class of the congested class that we have. That challenge that we experience here, in the Kunene region. But then you have this challenge of a new situation a new class is built. The situation now comes to a point where the renovation is also not done to a proper standard. Now the delay becomes longer of the classroom even being utilized. Yeah. It also questions now the investment versus the quality of the investment that has been done. What is your take on that, as of course in this field of the national students organizations point of view? Yeah.
Most importantly, I understand that the construction, yes, it's put in place, but we also need to look at the quality of the construction. Talk about the accommodation in terms of the facility itself. Does this facility accommodate, for example, disabled learners? So in some instances you find classrooms are built with stairs, of which it becomes a significant challenges to the learners, maybe in wheelchairs and so it also serves as a challenge by looking at the level of expenditures and the quality of the service that it is being offered. So I indeed urge the regional leadership to also have a connection or close look into this.
Absolutely. And now another important point, of course, we do know that we are edging towards the elections. Perhaps your observation from both of you, starting with you, Sarafina, your observation during the time of the voters' registration. How has the young people, have been, showing interest, or rather showing up at the voter registration points to, of course, now get the chance to cast their vote at the end of the year?
Yeah, okay. I'd just like to say I received my voter's card. I went for the registration.
Congratulations.
Yes,
to you.
Thank you. And I've seen, and I think that a lot of young people are registering for the voters' registration because I think by now we all know that how important it is for you to have a voters' registration card and to cast your vote and choose the leadership that you wish to lead you in. So.
All right. And I think I want to ask this the same question to you as well, because, when it comes to development, when it comes to, progression and also trying to analyze what has happened in the town per se, these are the things that actually influence the outcome of the elections at the end of the day. What is your take on what your observation has been especially from the young people, responding to the development in the town versus them deciding to now also, cast their vote at the end of the year? What is your opinion on that?
Yeah, as a student representative, I've been moving around the region to also ensure that the young people, especially the school learners, take time to register for vote. So I would be proud to say close to 70 to 80% of the young people in the region have registered to vote. They are eligible voters as we speak. So the participation of the young people in registration to vote showed a significant understanding of what they want. So the young people, they are ready to be part of the development within the region by looking at the number of the young people registering. And it's also really significant as we as young people have to be part of the development, since we are also to be the future leaders of the nation.
Absolutely. So, what is the town council that you're of course working for? Trying to ensure that things are, or services are also brought closer to the people. And how is your office, trying to sensitize its locals, and especially on the challenges that you guys are facing, and what needs to be done for us to, have a standardized or poor or standardized Kunene region, of course, to have, services close to the people, and not rather have a lot of people complaining about the things that are not working here in the Kunene region. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. The office of Port Town Council office has been busy, especially when it comes to, let me just mention the recreational facilities. I think the governor did not really touch much on the recreational facilities in the region. I think that was a bit of, but the office, since it gave the plot land to the Ministry of Sports, the Ministry of Sports is busy with soliciting funds to improve the facility. The council is responsible for providing services to the people, let's say water, sewer, the cleanliness of the town. If you have seen, Opor is really clean right now. We are working on a strategy that is really working best. So the council is just responsible for ensuring that every person gets the basic services that they need, through the line ministry.
All right. Generally, to start to conclude our conversation, what Kunene region would you like to see? Of course, what are some of the improvements you'd like to see, and what changes would you like to see in the future come the next financial year when we are here again, sitting down to have this conversation? What do you want to be speaking about when the next State of the Region address comes?
In terms of development, more particularly is to talk about sports development, as it was addressed by the governor. We don't want to see project ongoing. We want to see project done, especially when it comes to sport facilities. More young people are only participating when it has to do with sport. So how are we going to include the participation of young people if we do not have sport facilities? So improvement of sport facilities, we don't want to see progress anymore. We want to see projects that are completed. In terms of education, as I have earlier stated, in my expectation, tertiary education, it should be, or should serve as a significant target for the region to ensure that we have tertiary education being offered in the region. And also health facilities improvement, all the aspects, they really need to be improved, but we no longer want to see things in progress. We want to see what was in progress completed.
Absolutely. Your final words, Ms. Sarafina, what are your hopes and, of course, what you'd like to see change in the Kunene region?
Thank you so much. In regards to the youth, I would like to advise my fellow young Kunene regionals, please come and apply for plots. It's never too late, it's never too early to have a plot and develop, to have a property, just let me just say. And I would like to advise the residents of the Great Kunene region also to plant more trees to beautify our region, especially our town of Poor. Please, if you plant one tree, you are improving the environment, and thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much to you both for making the time to be with us today to, of course, analyze this and, of course, just give your takes. And, of course, the hopes and dreams that, of course, the mighty Great Kunene, of course, holds. And, of course, we can't just wait to see the developments and, of course, the growth that comes from this great region. Thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, of course, the duty has been served by the governor of the the Kunene region, Marius Sheya, as per the Constitution, the sub-article, of course, 110, sub-article B, 5 and 6 of the Namibian Constitution. It has now been served. The State of the Region address has been, of course, given in terms of the challenges and, of course, the future plans of the town. The region at large have all been mentioned. Of course, now a lot of the State of the Region addresses, of course, have been following on NBC, have now still not been completed. We still have a couple of more regions to still visit, and of course also hear from the governors in terms of what really is happening in those regions, especially in the past financial year. But for now, for myself, Johnny Konja, thank you so much for tuning in on all of our NBC platforms. We still have more, of course, for you to be previewing right here on NBC. So stay with us. Do not go away. Enjoy a pleasant viewing ahead.